Hello and welcome everybody to the BAMS cast. 2 weeks down. It has been a thunderous start for us too, I think. Kind of. I don't know. Um, Welcome everybody in. There may be some surprises, maybe a guest, maybe not, depending on technical difficulties. I'm going to send it over to Kamish here. How are we doing, both from a standpoint of your team personally and the league at large?
Okay, league at large is great. Everything is running smooth. I feel like there's a lot of activity, a lot of communication going on. I just think the energy is where we want it. It's exactly what you want. You want some people faltering early, other people are riding high right now. A lot of injuries keeps things interesting. Again, we never want that, but it has just been a whirlwind of a season so far. Points are down, kind of an outlier start. I don't know if it's that two safeties back that I'm hearing about that they want to outlaw
It
or
is. It
what's
is.
going on. What's going on? But
Uh-oh.
well, we got something.
We do have another member entering the chat.
All right, I'll hold off. I'll hold off until get them. What did they
And
update the?
we don't know when this mic will kick in. So I will piggyback off of what you said, which is like, yeah, that combo of the two high safety shells is infectious.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then it's all these, yes, there we go. And then the offenses with just so many inexperienced quarterbacks coming from college systems where it was dumbed down. It's all Tom Brady. He said it all, but that's been a rough combo. And unlike our league, which vibes are in mid-season form,
Mm-hmm.
NFL offenses, it feels like it's going to be a 6 to 8 week ramp up for them.
Yeah, I really feel the solidarity with them as it pertains to my fantasy team, Commissioner. Um, I'm gonna go right into it. I got a what a game for you. There have been injuries left, right, up, down, everywhere you look. Everyone's team is depleted. Tim, I have arguably the worst team in our league right now, and the only injury I have is a guy who got shot on the way to an autograph signing. And you get
which was he not a free agency ad or a way? I think a free agency ad for you. So like technically you drafted clean. I think that not a
drafted. No,
single drafted player has been injured for your squad.
actually, no, I drafted him.
Okay,
Um,
fun. Was he
and
shot before or after the draft?
the day of, and we didn't even go over this. I was walking around, probably trying to fill a drink or something the night of the draft, and someone, Derek Zacher, comes up to me and goes, "Yo, one of the guys you drafted just got shot."
Oh my god.
I That's an all-timer draft story, and we didn't talk about it. But yeah, so I have a very clean team, and I just love, for the sake of my team's potential success, seeing these guys go down and just not be on my team. So knock on wood that you know, I just ran the waivers this week. I picked up as much people as I can, hoping to strike gold. I went back and picked up my Odell Beckham jersey and hung it up
Signed?
because it is signed. It is
That's
signed.
sick.
Yeah, I that's an homage to Bam's one when I picked him up on the waivers and struck gold. So I'm kind of just trying to get those vibes going here.
Yeah.
So
Having
um
been where you are right now, last year, been in that position, and it's actually super fun to just constantly be tweaking your team. Oh boy. Now on
Can you guys
video.
hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, got it.
What a setup.
Yeah, the
We were really
audio
filling
is
time.
Jesus Christ, man. What a goofy shit, man.
Shea Ski,
What's going on,
welcome.
boys?
Shea's
Yes.
heater sparking a heater
Ah,
on the entrance here. Let's see. It is the afternoon of a work day. I don't think you have off work. So are we between 2 and 3 shots down? Where are we at?
I'm probably between 4 and 5 and about to do 6. Need to after trying to get into Zoom right now. Jesus Christ.
Oh
Shea.
boy.
Just need a simple life here. Just get me into the goddamn meeting. Cheers, boys.
Cheers, Shay. I wouldn't be
Happy
doing this if I
Friday.
wasn't owned to, but anyway. Um, Shay, we're just talking about the league as
Hold
a
on.
whole.
Hold on.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
What did you chase that shot with, Shay?
It's a 101 Dalmatians cup with some sprites.
Okay. Commissioner, you may continue.
The other one's a Hello Kitty one. God, they're perfect. Just holds just enough Sprite for like 8 shots, 9 maybe. if you're getting real thirsty with the Sprite, but yeah.
Yeah, so we were just talking about the league and and no, in all seriousness, we're talking about how things are kind of going great right now in the league. The first 2 weeks in, my team not so much. Other teams like yours, you had a good week. You have a good start to the week. Do you have any quick hitters you want to get into before we do the recap, Shay?
I guess the quick hitter is fucking Barkley cost me $50. Because I knew once he dropped that, they were going to throw it to London, and sure enough, I lost $50. And I don't think I've won high week in probably 25 plus weeks. I didn't win a single buck last year, so there's 17 plus 2, 19. I couldn't tell you the last time I won a high week. It's been a long time.
Shay, you're not a an everyday podcast participant, but that was a great segue into our recaps, and we can talk about winner
Let's
of the
start
week.
there.
Let's
use the resource
this.
while we have it, and let me hear you, Shay, of like, were
How I
you
school Hardo constantly and making my schoolboy bitch.
Shay, were you following along? Like, so you were fully aware of the situation. You knew that you were right on the precipice of winning the $50.
Yep.
And
I knew exactly.
So in the moment, you got like, you knew the stakes.
Mm-hmm.
You knew on that pass to Saquon, that seals the 50 for you. So it was all in the moment for you.
Jinx myself.
Well, let's do this really quick because you said it was Growley who ended up beating you. He had 137 points. To your 131. Can you see my screen right now? This spreadsheet?
Yes.
I just so happened to update the Power 5 all-time weekly wins, and that Growley's leading. We talked about this last season, but this is the first time we're talking about it. He's got 15 all-time weekly wins now. He padded the stats last week. And Shea, you're at 5, so you're right.
Yeah.
That you need to start winning some weeks, sir.
It's far and few between that I win. So I was excited, and then yeah. Thanks a lot, Barkley.
All right. Well, let's get into it. Tim, I'm gonna give you the reins here to start this recap with Puka and Harris Balls 24.
So Puka
yeah.
Quick check. Puka, I miss you. Is Puka on this team? And that's why he misses? Okay. Yeah. So despite the loss of Puka here, so let's talk about it. The Lamar Jackson 17 feels like where he's going to be all year. I'm just like, we've talked about not being pumped about the Ravens, but Derrick Henry, speaking about things that are there all year, I feel like 90 and a touchdown, like maybe 0 receptions, but just lock him in for 16. He's just rock solid. Rashad White, that's getting very interesting of the Bucky Irving ramp up here. Tennessee, weird situation. I had a drop of DeAndre Hopkins. Just you can't trust Will Levis at all. He's doing really stupid things. That offense is all out of sorts, and then almost exclusively passes going to Calvin Ridley. So it's a weird mix he's got here. Nico Collins is like a top 5 receiver. Watching him against the Bears was just like emasculating.
Yeah.
So it's a solid squad. Jordan Mason, which now feels like McCaffrey will be down for 8 weeks. So that's just going to be 15 to 20 points every single week for that man.
Was that tough to get out saying that, Tim?
Yeah, it was. That's why I had to take a breath before it.
Mm-hmm.
And then Growley, just good practice is if you look at that bench, it's it's what he does, is what Tommy Wren does, but you just have these like lottery ticket running backs, backups of if there's an injury, one injury away, you're good to go. And I don't want to launch into complaint corner yet about running back injuries. We're doing recaps. Big win for Groles. Congrats on the $50 up against Harris Balls 2024. 121 is a tough amount to
that's
lose
a
with.
tough loss. That's, gosh, if I can get 100 points, let alone 121. Let's move on to Hardo and Shea because we were talking about that.
Bow down,
Shea.
your master. Bow down.
Let's get this out of the way.
Dude, my team it's going to start rolling here. It already has.
What has your move been at quarterback, Shea, in the absence of
I got Burrow, baby.
Burrow?
He's going to be just fine. But I benched him before that Thursday night game because I knew the Dolphins would be down big and he'd have to pass, and then he died. So, yeah, that didn't help.
But Burrow is, a perfect
Amari
QB.
Cooper's got to get better, right? Like, he's getting the targets. He just can't catch the fucking ball.
Yeah, but you're hitting on the Malik Neighbors, a rookie wide receiver. Brock Bowers, you hit. James Cook. I mean, you have a great team. I mean, you're hitting on these guys. And
Brock Bowers is going to be a beast.
You can afford to.
Shea has built a reputation that Shea hits on young receivers. Like it's Malik Neighbors. He had Devontae Smith back in the day. You're held on to Chris Olave, Brock Bowers. Like, if you're catching passes in the NFL and you're under the age of 24, Shea's going to just turn you into a superstar.
Let's be careful there, fellas.
I like young meat.
Let's be careful.
All right, moving on. I'm gonna get my loss out of the way. So
actually, sorry, Commish. Bring me back to that matchup. I want to do complaint corner now.
Ooh, lovely.
We're 2 weeks into the season, guys. I have 4 significantly injured running backs. One's on the PUP. 2 are on IR. 1 is doubtful for this week, and Raheem Mostert. I had to pick up Samaje Perine. Things are very, very ugly. Ramondre Stevenson hurt his finger yesterday. His little thingy. He had to take a little step out. Came back in. It's okay. They only scored 0.3 points last night in Thursday night action. I love having my Thursday nights ruin my BAMS week. Don't even need to watch Sunday because no one wants to perform on Thursday nights. That concludes my complaint quarter. Please go ahead, Commish.
I was gonna say your injuries led by Ramondre Stevenson after last night, but I didn't know he got hurt, so I guess you can kind of say
it was a little stint. He came back in.
Okay. I love
just enough to lose a fumble. Too.
Just give my defense an extra couple of points against Zintac.
All right, we'll worry about that next week. All right. I was excited about this week. Commissioner, so I know Diesel guys, Diesel size, clever name change. It is a we're at the bottom. New old guy kind of had a horrible draft setup, so he's kind of being viewed as in that realm as well. So I was excited about this matchup. I lost by 4 points, and I really can't get disappointed because my tight end picked up a fumble run in for a touchdown. So there was like 8 points there, 7, whatever it is that I really didn't deserve. But I don't have much to say here. I really, Ilachevitz from the Bengals and was going against.
That's correct. Thank you for correcting me last week.
Yeah. I don't know if I corrected anything, but just having Jamar Chase have less than half the points of this guy that I've never seen until this matchup hurts. He had Jahan Dodson he had Brandon Cooks for 2 points, Goddard for 5, and I still lost. So I really can't say much. I don't think. Well, I know these are 2 teams that both really wanted that win. We're going to look back on it in week 14 or whenever it is when the playoffs come. And hopefully it doesn't put me in the coffin. Anything stick out to you? You don't have to say yes, but I'm going to move on if not.
I do have one comment. That dude's last name is Golden in Scrabble.
Yeah, so that the note, Joseph is looking like pretty decent. He was okay. Nice little fill for a free agent ad from the new old guy. Forwarding a note from the new old guy. Number one, he got his patellar tendon fixed up yesterday, out of surgery. So congrats to D-Boy, who was battling through some tough knee problems for the past couple months. So that's
the
good for him.
actual owner of the team or Olachevitz
Owner of the
did?
team.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah,
nice.
Daniel Boyle. And
Good
then he
for him.
also wanted to say that he has no business being 2-0. And if we do look at the standings, I do believe he's maybe like 10th in scoring in the league right now. So, hey, get your W's in. It's a great time of season for that.
It's so big to get wins, especially when you don't deserve them early on, because it gets so jumbled up at the end of the year. Those wins. Gosh, if I can get one. Yeah, Boyle is 10 on the season.
There you go.
Points
And
scored out of 12.
a quick preview is he and I are 50-50 in a rock fight this week. So he could be 3-0 and continue at that like 10th in scoring spot.
Yeah. So, okay.
Just a side note, though, on that matchup, if Saquon's knee didn't go down before the goal line and Jalen Hurts didn't get that touchdown, would you have possibly won that matchup?
It was I went to bed and I think I was trending. But
okay, because I thought about it. I was like, oh, man, Ben's going to be pissed because his knee's down at like the half-yard line. And
I didn't watch that, so I'm glad I didn't.
That actually, yes, I can confirm. That probably was the margin, was that Saquon was down a half-yard short. And then
because of the pick at the very end, yeah. Well, that wouldn't have happened.
Are you pleased to know that detail, Zintak?
Yeah, should we continue on this game? Did I miss something else that I should have won and got screwed over? Moving on. Fiana, all throws lead to Rome Dunze. And after a huge first week, 95 points, coming back to earth here, all throws, and Fiana getting a W, being 2-0. Kyler Murray, huge week. That offense looks fun to watch. I haven't seen him yet, but just a consistent week. Jacobs and Montgomery, good, solid plays. Metcalf finally showed up. Laporta still no, and that's really it. That's really all I needed. Kind of a blah week for the all throws. Does anything stick out to you guys? Cup got hurt.
I think after winning week 1, all throws might have gloated a little bit about like people saying it was a long season, and he was like, long season for you, maybe. With that, Joe Mixon, I think we got an ankle there. So that's the doubtful designation. And then the Cooper Kupp injury as well. Justin Jefferson came back from the quad, but actually a lot of scary things happening on all throws right now that they're battling through. Kyle Pitts just he went from Arthur Smith to a new coordinator, and they just still have him blocking his ass off. So there's some things that are being worked through on that roster. It's still pretty stacked. He like me is dealing with quite a few injuries right now.
Yeah. Okay. All right. 2 more. We got the Spurs and we got the Derek's team. Close matchup. Is this the closest matchup of the week? 3 points.
Yeah, because Barkley.
Barkley. This was it. This was the game that Barkley screwed over Spurs.
Oh, Stafford is the killer there.
Yeah, Stafford, tough luck. Kamara
to lose with 42 from Kamara.
Oh my, Ayuk, Flowers 19. Yeah, this is a 2-man team, 2-headed monster. Tough. Yeah, 3-headed. We'll give him Barkley. Yeah, tough loss though for Ford. However, I'm gonna move right into this.
Let me go quick note.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ford for keeping Kamara. I thought that was a bad choice. Mm-hmm. I thought it was maybe at value or worse than value for him to keep him. I'm sure Ford is up to speed on the offensive coordinator change for New Orleans, and that it would come with Clint Kubiak completely revamping their offensive line, running a Shanahan zone blocking scheme, outside zone blocking. I don't know. That team's just good now. So a quick betting plug. Mm-hmm. The line already shifted from Eagles favored 2.5 to Saints favored 2.5. I don't like Derek Carr. He shits himself if you get pressure, but it's not going to happen this week. So go ahead, make some money on the Saints.
Yeah, they look good.
The team's good.
This is a perfect time, unless you had something else on the matchup, to jump into the money standings here. Okay, so Spurs jumped into the lead after 2 weeks for the most points. This after last year when he won the championship. So he's on a nice little run. This Tottenham Hotspurs fella, coming strong after taking first place and starting out strong here. So he's gonna push hard to try and be, I think, our first back-to-back champion. But aside from that, we got Hardo and Groles up there that moved up to the points. Groles is also getting all the points scored against him. So he's unlucky there. What else we got? He got the $55.
Now. Nice.
What's that, Shea?
I said it's 55 now. Shit.
Damn. Yeah, we're moving up.
Maybe get a little tin of Zins with that.
Yeah. Definitely some smokes, 2 or 3 of them. And then Survivor, Diesel Size has been eliminated. I am hanging by a thread here. And then that just brings us into our last matchup of the Diesel Size and Grimmer. Diesel Size 77, Grimmer 104. 2 kind of subpar performances. What's big here? Running backs he's got a lot of injuries. Coleman went goose egg. Yeah, he's got no running backs. Kenneth Walker's hurt. Yeah,
that's typically his design. Groles is pretty similar. They're both. That's why their teams are both really good.
The zero RB.
It relies upon some injuries got to happen. You got to be able to get somebody off the waiver or free agency, or have injuries break your way. And it's not counting out the Diesel Size. They could return to the Diesel guys with injuries breaking their way. But right now, he's got to weather some storms and try to stay in this thing. But if that doesn't happen, and this continues for a couple more weeks, we might have a seller on our hands. Don't want to go there yet because he's really good at this shit. Should be able to.
It's a long season. You know what? Yeah, it's a long season. He'll stand pat. He's good. We're all good at what we do. That's it for the matchups. Anything that I missed or you guys want to touch on before we move on? No, great. Okay.
I have one.
Go ahead.
One thing. Does nobody add on waivers anymore? Does everybody just try to stay up? I don't even know what time this switches, but it seems like everyone just stays up till 3 a.m. and is doing free agency ads, and everybody has shook hands and is not doing waivers. But I will keep doing waivers because I'm not doing that shit.
Yeah. It's always been a few of us that will try and really conserve the waiver priority, but yeah, Derek's getting in on it now. So it's getting a little contentious early on in the mornings. Texts are going around at 2 a.m.
I woke up to take a dump at 4 a.m. and I'm like, I'm just going to take a look. And yeah, people are making moves at like 3:30. Do you guys sleep? Like, what the fuck is going on here?
I thought the baby situation being up in the middle of the night would work out in my favor, but I was beaten badly by Growley and Derek this week. But I'll use the waiver. I just haven't seen anything worth using it. I guess we could talk about waivers with that being said. Anything stick out?
I do have one.
What's up, Shea?
It just happened recently because I thought about picking it up as well. I got to throw a shout out to Derek because Red Rider BB gun is going to target Adam Thielen 100% in the Carolina offense. And I was torn between Tolbert because CeeDee Lamb was kind of banged up with that ankle. So that's why I picked him up. But I was about to snag Thielen because I'm like, Andy Dalton, man, that dude's going to just toss it to him. Like, they're old guys, man. Old guys connect. I'm telling you, I think that's going to be a huge pickup.
No, it is like a Joe Flacco, Gardner Minshew, just like get a capable pass thrower going. That is, I was thinking about Thielen as well. And I think this is, I I'm Coming Home song because Derek had Thielen last year. So Thielen lands himself back on Derek's roster. Reunited.
Last year for him.
Yeah.
Cool. I was seeing if Hunter Henry was picked up and benefited from, but I don't.
No, he put up shit this week.
Yeah, no.
Everybody did. Really... That was a horrendous Patriots offensive performance last night.
Yeah, I think.
Jets. Yeah, JTS for you, Shea.
It's part of my segment that I'm gonna throw out for a little, for everybody. So,
well, let's get into it in a couple seconds here. But I'm gonna wrap up the waivers. We can go. There was a slew of pickups this week, but I said we wait until next week to see what comes out of them, if any of them actually pan out. Nothing really was big last week. Probably, I don't know, maybe a defense, but it's not worth spending our precious time here. So, Shea, what's the segment?
All right. So, starting a little segment here, Shea's Spooky Corner, because I'm in the porch, and if you can't see, we got a wolf man. We got this guy. We got MN, little pumpkin, dead guy hanging. So yeah, this spooky corner is it can be good and bad, and I got my top 3 here. The first one is Diesel size team. Boy, is that spooky team, and I mean bad. Wolf. 5th in the draft, as I would say, and you don't take Barkley. You go I'm on St. Brown, and I think he kept Kenneth Walker and Kyron Williams.
Correct.
Understandable, but still, the amount of running backs that were scarce, I didn't like that at all, and his team is garbage. Sorry, Tom. I apologize for that. And you have, you didn't. No second round pick. Why wouldn't you go after a top running back? So that's my number 1 spooky corner take. Number 2, this week up's matchup between San Fran and LA. What do we got? About 12 people out of this game? Like, that is going to be a scary, ridiculous. What the fuck is going on in this game? God, is Kittle going to play? We don't know. You got Debo out, Puka, Cooper. God, the Rams got a bunch of people out on the offensive line still. Yeah, that's number 2. Number 3, baby. The AFC better be spooked of the good old Jets. Because we're back. Look out. We got the Denver Broncos coming into town. There's 3-1. Then we go to London, play Minnesota. There's 4-1. Bills coming into town. There's 5-1. Look out. Super Bowl. We're coming. And then as an honorable mention, the Bears offensive line. Jesus Christ. Do we want Caleb Williams to die? Show up against the Colts. They suck on defense. They don't have Buckner. Run with Swift. Give them a pocket. The Bears.
Thank you, Shea. Wow. Great debut.
Well done. Spooky indeed. George Kittle not seen participating in practice on Friday.
Yeah. So fun fact, because I don't tune into NFL as much as I used to. Just learned about that right now. So he's a tight end on my team, and I really don't have any roster spots. So if he doesn't play, I think I will just take the 0 from the tight end position because I can't afford to drop anybody else from my team. So that's sweet.
Well, all right. I mean, you're only 7 points back from the most points. Is it worth it? It's a lot of money. We upped the most total points this year wins $200. So is it worth dropping someone that commissioner can pick up?
I literally would have to drop like P. Ryan, which he's starting at running back for me. There's no moves. I don't have moves. I'm done.
That's fine.
I feel like Kelsey's going to have a monster game this week, just because there is no run game there. They don't have any clue.
I think that's a spooky take. Also, I'm just going to make a disclaimer here.
A good spooky or a bad spooky?
No, spooky's not good.
It can be. Be like, you can be spooked of shit. Kelsey, man.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
true.
they might just. I mean, who the hell are they going to even run out there? Like, you got Carson Steele, you got like 4 of them. It's at this point, Kareem Hunt, they might roll out there for a third down run or some shit.
You guys, I don't like to complain or make things about me, and I know we got 7 minutes left, but I just gotta. It's to the point where it needs to be said. It needs to be monitored. At least it does by me. Quick complaint corner from the commissioner. Today marks the 333rd day since I've won a matchup.
Oh no!
At least it's not 666.
I'm getting awfully close to not having won in a year.
It better not come against me.
Mm-hmm. It's been a time. Yeah. So I'm confident, Tim. I was telling you, I was changing the vibes. Shea, do you see I got a nice Odell Beckham jersey that I hung up in honor of my waiver wire pickup back in BAMS 1. So I'm trying to get those vibes going with some of my waiver pickups this week, but tough sledding for commissioner.
Now you get them rolling with these.
That's my next stop after this is gone. Okay, we got 6.5 minutes dead, guys. I'm gonna go first before I forget. We're gonna do tight ends first. Shit, you got a list of dead guys, correct?
Shit, I don't have a tight end. I just have.
That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah,
we're gonna do tight ends, and this is a new segment called BAMS First. This is the first time that I have a write-in vote for someone to dead a guy on their own team. And that's Groley. He has 2 Baltimore Raven tight ends and asked me if I would please dead one of them so he doesn't have to worry about it. So, Mark Andrews is my dead guy tight end of the week. Actually, pass catcher. We don't have to do tight ends and wides. That's my pass catcher dead guy of the week. What do you guys got?
I'll go pass catcher. Chris Godwin. Ankle. There's always somebody getting injured on the Bucs. Give it to me this week. It's him or Evans. One of them's getting injured.
Okay. Well, you got to pick one.
I'll go with sorry, Pete. We're going Jameson Williams. I feel like this will be the only time I pick him this year. But one of those things of just like you're too damn tall and explosive that maybe just something won't, like a kind of maybe like a hyperextended knee, just like a 1 week thing, but just getting stuck in the turf or something like that. That's what we'll go with there. But he has the potential to be like a league winner this year. He's been looking super good. But this might be a setback this week.
Cool. I like it. Quarterback. So kind of the same reason that you picked Jameson Williams. I think I'm going to go with Jaden Daniels.
Oh, well, we have a double dead. And I know I picked him last week, but I'm going to keep doubling down on Jaden Williams, Jaden Daniels, because he's 6'4" and weighs 185 pounds.
Shea, tell me you had Jaden Daniels.
Nope.
Okay.
Kyler Murray, man. Aiden Hutchinson is going to drive that shoulder right into the ground. Shoulder sprain.
Yeah, very likely. Gosh, can you imagine a Monday Night Football, Jaden Daniels going down and them just likening it to Robert Griffin?
Oh, easily.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Anyway. Running backs, fellas. What do you got, Shea?
I got A-Chain, man. Without Tua, they're going to be running the rock with him. And, dude, he's going to pull up with a hamstring. Oh, God. Yeah, he's out 4 to 6 weeks.
Okay. Are we playing with house money with J.K. Dobbins? Because I think he's going to die this week.
That's a good choice.
Just because his legs are rubber and something's going to fall apart.
And Harbaugh loves pounding the rock, so eventually,
known as like a super over the top worker in rehab, just giving himself to committing 12 hours a day, getting himself back. Success story to start the year, and then just dead week 3.
Yeah.
I kind of like it. For me, it's the easiest one I've ever had. Samaje Perine. He's a running back on my team.
That's
it.
Yeah. So silly us not looking at your roster for any of these.
Sounds like concussion. He's going out for a flat pass and then just gets rocked.
Mhm.
I'm gonna call
Helmet off.
Well, fellas, that's great.
And I gotta say, before I know we're getting to the time end, but if you do have those people on your team, you mad, bro? Ease up on it. We're playing around here.
Love it.
It's just a fun game.
It's game. It's a game.
Shea, what time do the Champaign Bielema's play Nebraska tonight?
7:00. Tune in to Fox. I'll be on the sidelines and
Ripping cigs, flicking them onto the field.
ripping cigs and telling the quarterback, here, take one right now because you might be down 10. You need to calm down. Oh, there's Papa Shea.
Papa Shea. All right. Well, we got a minute here. Do we miss anything? Shea? Tim?
Miss you guys. How about that? Shit.
I like that quite a bit, Shea.
Yeah,
Miss you too, brother.
That's what I miss. Shit. You guys can have me anytime. I love this. This is great.
One thing I did forget to say that I wanted to after Shea's
spooky corners.
Spooky corner rant. Yeah. This is an open forum. If anyone wants to come on and defend themselves.
Yes.
Zoom allows for as many people as possible. So come on and more segments the better, more participation. And that's I think that's part of the growth of BAMS.
And let's all get together and party soon again.
It's a good idea. We'll do a watch party as soon as things cool down, so we could really make it count with some nice stouts and just that. Yeah. We did a
lot of heaters.
A lot of heaters. But that's all I got. We're less than a minute. I'm gonna quickly say that I appreciate you coming on, Shea. Appreciate you both.
Yeah, no, thanks for having me, guys.
Great work, Shea. Great work. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for making the time. I know you got some family stuff coming up here. Hey, I love you guys. Let's have a great week. Let's
love you more
for no injuries to our team. And that's all I got.
Go Illini!
Love you guys.
Later, dudes.